Welcome movie lovers. Today I will be reviewing Pitch Perfect 3. Pitch Perfect 3 is a 2017 American musical comedy film directed by Trish Sy and written by Kay Cannon and Mike White. It is a sequel to 2015's Pitch Perfect 2 and the third and final installment in the Pitch Perfect series. The film sees the Bellas, now college graduates, reuniting for one final performance together during an overseas USO tour. As a fan of Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2, I am here to let all the pitchers out there know that this movie sucked. I mean, it really sucked. No fancy adjectives, no eloquent phrasing, just matter-of-fact speaking, and I say that as a matter of fact, this movie sucked. What a disappointing way to end the series. It started on a high, went a little higher, but then this movie comes out and the entire series didn't just gently descend, it crash-landed into a highly populated area and everything in its path was destroyed. Too much? I don't know, but what I do know was this entire movie was too much. What in the name of the movie gods were these writers thinking? If you look carefully, there really isn't a plot to this movie at all, and zero character development. No one has really learned anything, no one has grown. They only made it look like these characters have grown because they chose to have every single character not reveal that their lives are doing well until the very end of the movie. So in reality, there is nothing to learn and nothing was gained. As far as send-offs go, this was by far the worst. We don't see as much of the other performers, which is a shame because they were great, and they are all unnecessarily bitchy for no reason. The Bellas have some decent performances, but the choreography isn't all that great, and there were too many modern choices of songs which I was not that much of a fan of. Bellas used to sing in a style of blending multiple songs together. Now they just mostly stick to doing the one song, unless it's a riff off. The singing performances are perfect, but they are drowned out by having them juxtaposed to the dumbest series of events that just make no sense. Let me also report that this is not a comedy. The only one who had any funny lines was Rebel Wilson, and they honestly weren't that funny. There was the same joke done to death, and then just random gross or ridiculous dialogue thrown in that is meant to be funny, but never actually is. I didn't laugh once during the course of this movie. Wilson's character, Fat Amy, has an entirely separate story that dominates over the entire movie, turning what should be a comedy musical into a spy action movie for absolutely no reason. Her father is around and is holding his friends hostage to get her money. What? I came to hear people sing, not to watch a hostage rescue. John Lithgow joins the cast as Amy's criminal father, and as an Australian myself, watching and listening to him was painful. Rebel is Australian, she's not doing an accent, she is speaking as herself. Ruby Rose appears in this, another Australian, and she is not doing an accent, she is just doing herself. And you may note that none of them spoke how Lithgow spoke. He was not Australian. He was an American trying to sound Australian and failing miserably, and looking like a homeless man that they put in an expensive suit but forgot to give him a bath first. Ultimately, this movie is about Amy in an action movie scenario with her dad as the villain, and on the flip side, it's a movie about Anna Kendrick getting a music deal. This has nothing to do with the other Bellas, they are really just background noise, and considering this is meant to be their big send-off, it was an insulting waste of time and energy. The only moment in the movie I enjoyed was the Bellas coming together to sing at the end. It was beautiful and they were really showcasing the group and the bond that they have, and that one moment felt like a real send-off and a real goodbye to these characters and their time together. So the only part of this movie that had genuine heart and soul and gave me what I was promised was the last 10 minutes. In conclusion, this was an over-the-top, nonsensical movie with no plot and no substance. I don't even want to listen to the soundtrack. Thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, stick around, see what other things are coming up. Like, dislike this video, whatever you're in the mood for. Until next time, bye.
I wish that I could fly so very high, just to the sky, yeah, just like a dragonfly. I want to.